welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look, and this look is using the brand new Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette by Jeffree Star. I'm also using one of his new Skin Frosts in King Tut, and I'm also using one of his new Velour liquid lipsticks in Rose Matter. And yes, it all matches my t-shirt as always. So yeah, so this is today's look. Very sparkly and pink and very Jeffree. I'm loving this new lipstick, by the way. And in case you guys haven't seen it, this is the Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette. Very, very bright, very fun, very colourful, very Charlena. And I really, really love this actually. So this is it really. What else can I say? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is it your kind of thing? Is it not? I know I don't do neutral, simple makeup, everyday makeup. Neither does Jeffree, let's be honest. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. Hello everybody. So first, from the Beauty Killer palette, I'm going to be using the shade called China White, and I'm going to be placing it all over the eye with a Sigma E4T tapered blending brush. This is just to kind of give a base shade. I've already applied primer, everything, foundation, concealer, and everything will be listed below. Then I'm going to be using the shade Courtney and applying this to the crease with the Morphe M330 blending crease brush. Go backwards and forwards to build up the color to the intensity that you want. Because I've got medium skin tone, I tend to go in about 2-3 times just to build up that color and really define the socket. Next, I'm going to be using the shade Star Power, and I'm applying it to the lower crease area to really define the eye even more. The above shade, Courtney, is more of a transitional shade, whereas this one is a bright hot pink, and I'm using a Zoeva 228 crease brush. Again, go backwards and forwards, really blending it into that Courtney shade, as this is a neon shade, and neon shades are predominantly a little bit harder to blend than normal matte shades. So go back in maybe 1 or 2 times depending on the intensity that you want the shade to be, and then really blend as much as possible backwards and forwards until you are happy that there are no harsh lines whatsoever. Then again, going back in with that Courtney shade and that same brush, and I am applying it just above again to blend out any harsh lines and to bring back a little bit more of that Courtney shade so that it kind of blends nicely into my skin tone. Then I'm going to be using the shade Violence, and I'm going to be using a MAC 217 brush, an oldie but a goodie brush that I've dragged out from my archives. All my brushes were really dirty when I filmed this video, so I'm using random brushes that I couldn't find. Anyway, go into the outer V area and then slowly start to drag it inwards, and going a little bit into the crease, just into the V part of your lid, and just blend it into that pink shade. Because the purple and the pink really nicely complement each other, they do blend quite easily into each other. It's also a fairly shimmery shade as well. It's more of a satin, I would say, so it goes really nicely with the Star Power shade. And then again, go back in with that same Zoeva brush just to blend between those two shades again to make sure that there are no harsh lines, and so they blend in seamlessly with each other. Then I'm using the shade Princess, and I'm applying it all over the lid with a Sigma E60 large shader brush. This is a beautiful shimmery lilac shade which really makes the eyes stand out. This is probably one of my favorite shades from the entire palette. So just pack it on all over the lid. You only need to go in twice like you just saw me do right there, just to make sure that you've got a full opaque coverage on the eye. Then again, go back in with a little bit more of that Violence shade and just make sure that there are no harsh lines between that one and the Princess shade. Now I'm going to be lining my eyes as always with my L'Oreal Superliner Perfect Slim. I've actually done a how-to video on how I do my eyeliner, just a breakdown of how I do it using this exact product because it is my favorite and I've been using it continuously for a very, very long time. So I'll link that below so that you guys can watch it in a little bit more detail. Now I'm using the shade Black Rainbow, which is a matte black, and I'm applying it to the lower lash line with a Sigma E30 pencil brush. Make sure that you only go in about 3/4 of the way, leaving the tear duct area on the lower lash line free, as this is a black shade. You don't want to close off the eye, which can happen with a black intense shade like this. So just go in up until where you can see me applying it, and make sure that you blend it out really nicely so that it's more of a softer black shade rather than a harsh one. And then apply your Kohl liner of choice. I use a Rimmel Scandaleyes one, which is my favorite as it's very soft and very pigmented and lasts all day long. Now for the tear duct area, I'm going to be using the shade Rich Bitch, and I'm applying it to the tear duct, as I just said, with a MAC 219 pencil brush. Unfortunately, this is the dud shade of the palette, and as you can see, I had to go in a couple of times just to get any intensity out of this shade, which is unfortunate, but I have mentioned that in the review of this, which I will again link below for you guys. I'm sure most of you have already seen it. Then I'm using the L'Oreal Miss Hippie Mega Volume Mascara, which is a new mascara of mine. It's not that bad actually, it's better than my last one. And then my lashes, dropped, is the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, and then I'm using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade ACDC, and I'm applying it to the inner lower lash line, especially covering that area which I left blank. As you guys know, I am absolutely obsessed with applying glitter liner to my inner lower lash line, as it really gives you that sparkle that sometimes you just need to have, but you don't want to go overboard with the glitter. This is the way to do it, and I love it. Then apply your mascara to your lower lash line, and then voila, we are done. Barbie would be so proud. What do you guys think? Like it? Yeah. Okay, now let's do the face, and I'm using my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and I am using a very old and scabby looking half pint size MAC 168 brush, because as I said, my brushes were dirty, and this is the only one that I could find, and it's like a midget brush. It really annoys me, but it did the job anyway, of carving out my cheekbones, forehead, and around my nose, just to give my face a bit of dimension. Then, as always, recently anyway, I'm using the Morphe M459 flat contour brush, and I am chiseling out my cheekbones, tidying up the contour with some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I swear by. I literally cannot do my makeup without this anymore. And then just wipe it off after about 10 seconds with a Real Techniques contour brush. There we go. As you can see, the contour is nice and tidy and sharp, which is just how we want it. Now I'm using Illamasqua's Hussy blush, which I absolutely love. It's an oldie but a goodie. I felt the need to pull it out because I hadn't worn it in ages. I'm using a Morphe E3 blush brush to apply it to the backs of my cheeks. I never apply to the apples because I have a round face, and it will just make my face look a lot more round, and that's not what we want. Sorry, I just kind of been chatting for so long that I caught my breath. Plus I'm fasting, so I shouldn't really be talking so fast. I'm getting thirsty. Oh gosh, how can someone talk so much? But you know what, I find it quite easy. I'm a bit of a chatterbox. Now I'm using my brand new King Tut Skin Frost from Jeffree Star. It was untouched and new, that's why I was just so excited and a bit dramatic. And I'm applying it to my cheekbones with a Morphe M310 fan brush. You only really need to go in with this once. And the first side you see me go in twice because I'm trying to figure out the intensity of this, and I was just like, whoa, okay, you literally only need to put it on your face once depending on the intensity, but one swipe is generally quite intense. And then I am applying it to the top of my nose. So I was about to say inside my nose, I was about to say for some reason. Applied it to my nose, and again it was so intense that I had to go back in with my finger and just kind of tone it down slightly, because a highlighted nose is cool, but there is a limit where you can go to where you just look really stupid, and it's not Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen, so we don't need to look like any lights. And then I am using Jeffree Star's Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Rose Matter, which is one of his latest liquid lipsticks. I absolutely love this shade. Definitely get it if you can get your hands on it. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and that's it really. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, subscribe. The earrings, by the way, are from Topshop. I got them recently. They're acrylic, so they're great for people out there like me who are allergic to quite a lot of jewelry and stuff like that. Acrylic is safe. It's basically plastic, isn't it? And on that note, I bid you all adieu. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!